Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. Hope everybody's doing good today. My name is Carrie, and I'm a full-time Elliott wave trader in the Forex and crypto markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin and ETH. We're having a little dump this morning, and we're going to talk about it. In the description below is the link to our Masterclass. If you are interested in becoming an independent trader yourself and knowing what the bull and the bear scenarios are and when the invalidations are, I highly would recommend it. We put a lot of work into it. We're very proud of it. And I would take the leap and I would do that for yourself. So if you're interested, it's in the link below. All right, so we're going to start out here on Bitcoin. I am on the higher time frame. I'm up on the 12-month. The reason I'm on the 12-month is I want to show you where the support is coming in up on these higher time frames. I did go over this in a prior video, but I thought it was good to go over it again. So on the 12-month time frame, it's coming in right at 14,000. On the 9-month, it's coming in at the same area. As you can see, we have these two candle body tops and this wick. On the 6-month time frame, we did just close this candle. It was a shooting star, which is not a good candle to see. And the higher the time frame, the more powerful they are. So this is something that we need to pay attention to here. And support is in the same area. 3-month time frame, same exact thing. This candle doesn't look good, but it wasn't a complete bearish engulfing candle. Support, same area. The monthly support, same area. We do have this wicks up here, of course. And on the weekly time frame, as you can see, this top of the 2017 comes right into this support here. So hopefully, if we come down further, which I do feel we are going to, this is what's going to hold us. Because if we want this to be a 1, a 2, 3, we're making 4, and we get a 5th to the upside, which when I project this 5th wave, without any FOMO, without any overextension, it's coming in right at 112,000. That's just the normal fib extension. This could go much, much higher. But this is what we want. This wave 4 cannot come into this wave 1. If we do, it makes this being a 5-wave move invalid. It would mean that this is the end of something, and then this move that we're getting to the downside is the start of something. If we come into this wave 1. If we do not, and we're able to find support on the top up here, and this order block here will be just fine, and we'll have the chance to create this 5th to the upside. Now, if it does come into it, I have some ideas of what it could be. I went over it in the prior video. I'm not going to go into it this video. It would take too long. I will go over it in next video. I feel that it's going that we would be possibly making a much higher degree 4th wave. But let's not come into wave 1. That would be the best scenario for us, right? So something else I wanted to go over on the weekly time frame that's good news is that we do have bullish divergence between these two pivots. We would have to come down in price and totally take this pivot out for this bullish divergence to go away. So that is some good news. We have really good bullish divergence on the weekly. We could close weekly candles here and not take this out unless we came all the way down and took this pivot out. Okay. Let's go down to the lower time frame. And actually, I'm going to do it on this chart. All right. So there's a couple ways, 2 ways actually, that we can look at this count. Yes, I've went over this before, but I'm doing this for the people that are just tuning in. We can call this an A, a B, and this is where it gets fishy. We can call the C wave ending here, or we can say that it ended over here. Doesn't really matter. What we want to happen here is for this to rally, give us a rally up. We want a leg to the upside. This is what we've been waiting for all this time. And it hasn't happened yet. We want this leg because we are going to need this partner, this ABC. We're going to need that over here to the downside. And it would be called a W, an X, and a Y. You're probably asking me, why can't this be over now? Well, and I meant to go over this in the higher time frame. When we pull time on this, a 4th wave, minimum requirements is the 0.33. If we are correcting this leg and this 4th wave goes with this wave 1, the minimum requirement is that we hit this 0.33 that is sitting around August 24th, 25th, 23rd, right in that area. And we want to be coming down into it, not going up into it. So that's why I feel, and also the wave structure that we have, that this is not over. Okay. So that is one way that we can look at this, that it's an ABC. We're going to get an ABC to the upside. We need this upwards move because it will bring the leg, this partner leg, up higher. Okay. What is the other way that it can happen? Let me get this off here. The other way is that we can call this a wave 1, a wave 2, and here we go again. You could say that the 3 is here. This we're making 4, and then we're going to get a 5th to the downside. Or you could move your 3 over here and say this is the 4, and we're going to get a 5th to the downside. If this rolls over, if we get this 5th wave move to the downside, at that point, we need a rally as big as it can go. I would like to see us at least correct half of this move. And the higher, the better. Because what starts with 5 ends with 5, and we're going to need 5 waves over here to the downside. So the higher it goes, the better, so that these 5 waves are higher. But this is further out. We're going to have to see if, 1, we get the 5th wave, or we get the other count. And we have to see how high this rally goes. But those are the 2 ways that we can look at this correction. Okay, let's go down to the smaller time frame and talk about the bull and the bear scenario. This leg right here is a problematic leg. Every elotician that looks at it could say it's 5 waves, and then you could look at it again and say it's corrective. So that's why it's trouble saying whether the C ended over here, or it ended over here, or the third ended over here, or it ended over here. But it doesn't much matter at this point. What matters the most is what's going to happen right now, because we still want that leg to the upside. So let's talk about the bull first. So right here we got 3 waves. In the middle here was 3 waves, which is a connector. It partners up with this move and this current move that we're getting. So you could call this an A or a W. We can call this an X or a B. Now this can come down and break this low. A B wave can come down and break the low into the expanded B pocket. If that happens, this is the expanded B pocket. When you pull a fib extension from low to high on the A wave, it's the 1.236 and the 1.382. So this can come down into this pocket. If it hits this 1.618, this is invalid. And I would say we're rolling over bearish. And still give us a 5-wave move to the upside. And we would call it A, B, C. But unfortunately, it wouldn't go very high. And we would most likely get the 5 waves for the 5th wave coming down. That's the way I would be leaning. That this was, the 3rd was here. This is made a 4th. And then we're going to come down for the 5th wave. How low it'll go, I don't know. Let's talk about the X. So the X wave, let me get this out of here so we can see. Now the X wave, I would rather see not break the bottom. Now some people, Elioticians, allow it to break the bottom, and that is still possible that we could call it an X wave. And it would all depend on what we got afterwards. So if it holds here, currently where we're at, or it comes down deeper into here, doesn't break the bottom, I'm still going to be calling it an X. It could come on down into this lower expanded B pocket, not hit the 1.618. That's the invalidation for both. The labeling's only if we get 3 waves back up. So if we get 3 waves back up, I'd be calling it an X and a Y. It just is labeling, and if it's 3, it's Y. If it's 5, it's C. So this is what we're hoping for, guys. Either we hold here, hit one of these extensions here, or it breaks through, comes into the expanded B pocket, does not hit the 1.618, and then gives us the move up. I know that's a little confusing, but that's what the best case scenario is. That we either hold where we're at, But we cannot come into 24,161. And honestly, I feel like if we break this low, that it's actually the bear scenario. But there's always a chance that it's giving us an expanded B and we're going to go up for C. So that I have to give the bull scenario, even though if it breaks down there, I feel like it's going to be the bear. Because I feel like people are going to panic. Okay. Now let's talk about the bear. What is the bear if that happens? If we break on through and we break through the 1.618. Okay, so if we keep going, tanking here, and we break this bottom and we break the 1.618, I'm going to be looking at this as this was a diagonal. And it's really the only thing I'm seeing right now. So basically, what it is that this 3 waves here ended the 4th, and this is starting the 5th. And this is actually a 1. This is a 2, and we're going to go on down for 3, 4, 5, and that's going to be the 5th wave of that 5-wave move. This here is a 1. We'll get a little pop to the upside for 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and then we'll get the rest. So basically it's a 1, 2, and then this is a 1 and a 2. This diagonal would be counted as 1. But I'm really hoping for the bull. And yeah, hopefully we get that. Let's go over to ETH. Okay, ETH is the same exact thing. We have the same exact options. We can call this an A. We could be coming down for that expanded B, which means this B wave has a chance that it could come on down and break that low and still go up for C. If we hit the 1.618 at 1368, B wave's off the table and we're going bear. And I feel, just like Bitcoin, if we crack this support here again, that people are going to panic and probably panic sell. And that the B wave will just keep going. But there's always a chance that we create it and we get a good buy up and we get this C wave. So this is the bull. Now it doesn't have to come down that low. It can hit up, it can find support right where it's at. Or come down another extension. But the B waves have big ranges. So I'm just saying that it can crack the bottom and come into this pocket. And we could still get the C to the upside. But let's hope we hold support and get the C to the upside. So that's the bull. The bear would be that what actually happened here is that we already created the move in the middle here because it did hit the 618. The 618 is the minimum requirement for an A, a B, and a C. The C wave can truncate at the 618 and be done. So the bear would be is that it's done, and this is the start of the partner move that we need for this leg over here. So that is the gist of it, guys. That is the bull and the bear and the invalidation points for it. Not a lot has changed since last video. The only thing that I've added in is that we can come down into the expanded B pocket. But again, I feel if we crack this, there's going to be some panic selling. So, yeah, I hope I'm wrong, actually. I really hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping we don't even crack it, that we get this B and we go up for that C. So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments. Also, I'm going to be going live soon. I'd like some suggestions on what day would be good. So if you watch this video to the end, comment below. Let me know what day you think is the best day for me to go live. And I appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful day.